side, Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from Arrowhead. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll get that one complete to Rice. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll go play action with Darnold. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Seattle.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
The open man is Smith and Jigba. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense. Still first down.
Darnold. He'll get this out wide. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
That's another Seahawks first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Nico Remigio to bring it back. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one on Monday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
First and 10 at the 17.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
They'll run the draw with Walker. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Well, Seahawks offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15 and the Seahawks first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
His pass taken in by Shaheed. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and a yard. Here's a designed run. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on third and short.
Still third down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed, and he will score. Rashid Shaheed, touchdown Seattle. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Xavier Worthy and his Kansas City teammates getting set for their next possession. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. Off the play fake, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Mahomes now on second down. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he ran right through one tackler, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Third and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
To throw on first down is Darnold. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Darnold now to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. Zach Charbonnet was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He takes off. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, and hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's Darnold. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Chiefs 14.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They go play action with Mahomes. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Mahomes. That is taken in left side by 40. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up, and no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's complete left side to Worthy.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Here's Mahomes. He'll try to run for it. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here, they leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up 1st and goal.
Now, Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, that offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Charbonnet the back, and he goes straight ahead. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team as he's on to punt for the second time. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Chiefs offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll come up on a second down and 8. To throw is Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 31, here's second down and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
On second down, Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 8.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Now, Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure. An over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up fourth down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Darnold to throw on first down. Throw on the run is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Smith-Njigba. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Got a man, that's Warner, the tight end. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. A give to Charbonnet. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Seattle.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks 1st down.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Charbonnet. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming. They knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good.
Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a jet sweep with Cup. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Now on 2nd and long. run with Charbonnet. And he's in! Zach Charbonnet! Touchdown, Seattle. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Smith to return it, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Mahomes quickly out to right.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, KC.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable and just line up and snap it again.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
By Jared Reed. A loss of 2 yards.
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory.